Bam Rodriguez, also known as Jesse Rodriguez, minus 2,400. Cristian Gonzalez is a plus 1,240. Bryan, I know who you're going to have in this fight, but tell me what's going to go down and how he's going to win.
I found it at minus 3,000, but I was
Ooh.
using it was either DraftKings or PointsBet. I don't remember. So
I got my odds from FanDuel. Yeah.
minus 2,400 is better odds, but I mean, the point remains that you better be rich if you're taking the money line on Bam Rodriguez. Not a lot to say here. This shapes up as a showcase fight. Cristian Gonzalez is actually on a 9-fight winning streak, so that's worth mentioning. And his only loss was by decision, so he's never been stopped.
Yeah.
The question is,
it was a split decision too, and that was in 2019.
Yeah. And the thing is, with Bam Rodriguez, it's really a matter of if he's going to win on points or by knockout. Last I checked on DraftKings, this may have changed by the time you're hearing this. He was minus 145 to win by knockout, plus 120 to win by decision. Mildly surprising to me, but I do think that the knockout could very well happen. And if it does, I could see it being late. There's a world where there's an early stoppage, whatever the case may be. But I think Bam Rodriguez is somebody who, like, over the course of a fight, kind of like what we were talking about with Shakur Stevenson earlier, except he's a different type of fighter where he'll wear you down and he'll stop you late. If you look at not just method of victory, but group round betting, I love round 7 through 12 when I think a stoppage is going to be late, but don't quite know where, because you usually get that at plus odds. That's plus 140 right now on DraftKings. FanDuel is probably going to have it in that same territory by the time this goes up. So yeah, Bam Rodriguez knockout late. I think he can do it. I think there's a world where he wins by decision, but for this fight, it's a matter of if he wins. I mean, it's a matter of how he wins, not if, because he's just going to roll through this. And this is ultimately a showcase fight for something bigger down the line later this year, hopefully.
Yeah, Bam Rodriguez, youngest title holder in the game, high work rate, good footwork, really good footwork, actually. Nasty right hook, really skilled. I love his jab. I really want to talk about with Bam Rodriguez is that I think there's so much hype on him that he wants to have a finish in this one.
Yeah.
Because everyone's talking. And that's why he's facing off against Cristian Gonzalez, right? Who's a plus 1,240 in this fight. He's 15-1. 5 by knockout. So you already know there, Cristian Gonzalez isn't a guy with like ridiculous power.
Yeah.
He's right. So this is kind of a one-way
Someone
fight.
Bam could just walk through. Yeah.
Not walk through, because I looked at some video footage of Cristian Gonzalez. I've never seen a full fight of his, to be honest with you. He's only fought in Mexico. So this is his first fight actually in the States. So keep that in mind as well. Because guys fight differently. If you fought your whole career in Mexico, and then you're trying to fight in the States for the first time, the atmosphere and everything might be able to get to you. But I think he moves around the ring really well. I think his best punch is, from what I saw from highlights, is his left hook. There seems to be a little bit of pop in that left hook, but obviously not too much if he only has 5 KOs. I'm going to take Bam Rodriguez by knockout on FanDuel. It's a minus 135, but because I haven't seen too much of Cristian Gonzalez, I also like the group round betting. I think Bam Rodriguez is definitely going to get the knockout here. And because he's so skilled, like the way that he moves around the ring, the way that he throws those uppercuts, the way that he's going to land on the body, I like this Bam Rodriguez group betting rounds 1 through 6. I think it could be done
our
early
first disagreement of the episode.
Yeah, and I'm only sprinkling on this. I think he wins by KO, so I'm going to take the minus 130, but I'm going to sprinkle on group round betting 1 through 6. It's a plus 340. It's more likely that it happens 7 through 12, but I just think Bam Rodriguez has been, training for this, and he's looking really good, and he wants that finish. If it happens within the first 5 rounds, because he's going to wear you down, I think there's a really, really good chance that we see that.
I don't have much to add, but I will say that this is the fight of all the boxing matches this weekend, probably the one I'm looking forward to most after Shakur Stevenson, because I do think that Bam Rodriguez is going to have a coming out party. And it's going to be a lot of fun to watch how he sort of pressures Gonzalez, what he does to try to finish him. I think we'll see a lot of body work to try to slow down Gonzalez, who's going to be moving around the ring, and rightfully so.
And he moves around pretty well. But I think against Bam, like the competition is so much different. So that's why I'm like, group round betting 1 through 6. I'm kind of feeling that. But
I'm doing the 7 through 12. Admittedly, 1 through 6 better value, plus 3 40, I think, when I checked earlier. That's, all these odds are going to change little by little. So as long as you know what's valuable and what's not, that's why we're here.
Also, I just want to add that we both got our betting right last week. We didn't flex on that. We both did really good on our bets, killed that. So I'm pretty happy about it.
What did we do? What happened last week? I already forgot.
I forgot too, but I remember
Anthony
I had
Joshua. Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
I had the over for rounds because the over under was 7.5, and I was like, get the fuck out of here. And I found it at plus 105, and then it later jumped up to like plus 115, so I put more on that.
Okay.
At some point, and then it dropped back down. And you had Anthony Joshua to win on points at plus 400.
500.
500. Plus
Yeah.
500. So pat ourselves on the back there. I thought Anthony Joshua, if he got the stoppage, he would do it late. He did not, but I did take the over because I felt like Jermaine Franklin was at the very least going to hang around, and he did. And we'll see what's next for Anthony Joshua. Actually, we talked about that, so that's on our page. You can go see that. We put out a bunch of shit every week. All right, so go watch all of it. Like, subscribe, rate, review, comment, talk to us, subscribe, and tell your friends to subscribe also, because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and monetize this shit.